Hello again, Auto World people. We got this relatively recent release here of this 2019 Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE package. Let's just see what it says on the card. This is their first release of this casting, and then this thing is the actual real car is powered by a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 making 650 horsepower and equal amount of torque. This is the G16 paint code Orange Crush. And then it's nice that they have photos of other cars that you might want to spend your money on, so I like the back of that. And then I also like that the production date is by the barcode 2021, so yeah, very cool. So other things I learned about this thing through Wikipedia. No, actually, I think there's a Motor Trend article on this one. This thing was $65,000 for this car, which might sound like a lot of money, but I mean, the thing has 650 horsepower, so I guess that's not bad at all. And it actually has a lot of luxury features like heated seats and all that stuff. Also suspension upgrades, and then let's see, 6-speed manual or a 10-speed automatic with paddle shifters. That's the one I would go with. 10 speeds, that must be like a video game, right? Now the 1LE package is like the racing package, and Motor Trend was saying that you gotta be crazy to get that for daily driving. So unless you're taking this to the track all the time, you probably don't want to get that. It's too harsh of a ride. But also you got these wild aerodynamic enhancements like this giant wing and the canards on the front end, you know, because it's a racing package. Semi-slick tires, and then a even different suspension for racing. But you know, I don't know, if I was gonna get a race car, it would probably not be a Camaro. It's just too heavy. Okay. Let's see, this orange paint here is not metallic, it's just a regular orange. And then there seems to be a stain on this one right there. I can't get that black off, so maybe I can polish it out later. Let's start with the wheels, which I tend to like to do. They do look like the photographs. If I could focus on the thing there. They got some funky like spokes. And then you got the lug nut details. And then the tires look pretty good. They look rounded a little bit. Granted, this one's kind of falling off, but simple fix, right? You just do that. And while we're down here, the treads look nice, and the tire width looks appropriate. Maybe the rears could be staggered a lot wider. Yeah, I think that would be nice to have, but it's not a deal breaker, because when you look at a car displayed, you're not going to see the width of the tire in most instances. Alright, but if you're a nitpicker, I guess it would be an issue. And yeah, we have the production date, but unfortunately, well, maybe it does say what the car is. It's just the text is so small. Auto World Round 2, no. So no, this one doesn't tell you what the car is, which is a real shame. I don't know why. If you're gonna bother printing that, oh, maybe this print is on every Auto World casting, and then this is gonna be just set to the day. So they would need a third print in order to print Camaro, and that's what they're cheaping out, basically. They're not willing to do that. It's press fit together. You got the casted in exhaust, which actually look kind of neat, how they come off of the metal base and they have metal pipes, but unfortunately it's just blanked off, you know, like just some Play-Doh cut off with a knife, so not very realistic. Alright, sorry for that segue. Alright, door handles are sticking out, body colored of course. These aren't very good door handles. The reason being is there's no depression here or above it for the finger pulls, right? They're clearly there on the photos, and other castings do it. So this is very lazy on the modeler's part. Whoever modeled this car is lazy. No side mirrors is kind of weak, but at least you get this black triangle to indicate for the window molding. And then going to the front, we have the casted in canards, and also what looks like maybe the orange paint for a reflector, but it's not, obviously it's not enough paint because you can see the black right through it. and then it's chipped a little bit. So this canard, yeah, for cast it in, I guess that's as good as you can do. Not the best painting in there. It seems faded. The chin spoiler looks okay. The grill is okay, textured, painted black. And then the bow tie is okay. The grill has black in there. That's nice. It's recessed. What's weak though are these silver headlights. I mean, they're just silver. There's no graphic of headlights, you know, like Hot Wheels does. Hot Wheels literally has better headlights, and they cost $1. So Autoworld, get it together. All right, the hood in this case isn't so bad because it's painted black. So I find that a black hood, the panel gap doesn't bother me so much. Unfortunately, there's a little staining there. There's also a contaminant in the paint. But it's got two tones. This is a glossy black, and the outside is a matte finish. And then it also has printing for the engine, ZL1 was it? I forget already. Can't remember. Let's see if I can get the pick in there. Maybe not. If you can't get a pick in there, I suggest using like poster mount putty. This is a Scotch one I got. Because it has enough tackiness, but it doesn't tear off paint. There. Alright, so the hood actually does open, so you can actually see the engine. This is just not worth it though for me. Modern engines always have these plastic covers. You don't see any details on modern engines really. So yeah, I don't know, it's just not worth it for me. I'd rather just have a solid body. Alright, the black out of the windshield seems okay. The wiper blades are molded in and they look okay, like appropriately long blades. This side of the car, no major QC issues I see. We have the fuel filler on this side. Going to the back, we have the black out of the rear window, looks alright. This separate plastic wing. And the 3 struts seems okay. The tail lights are painted on, but they're better than a front. At least they have a black border, and there's a little depth here in the middle for the tail lights. The bow tie is nice, it's black on silver. And then it's nice to have something on the license plate. It looks very dot matrix like though. Interesting. So that's interesting. I don't know. I don't think that's a tampo print because it has a dot matrix pattern to it. It's almost like it's printed on like those Hot Wheels premiums, like it literally has a print head or something. I could be wrong. ZL1 there. And then the exhaust we talked about, the little red reflectors look good. A little black paint mixing there. Well, that's not so bad. Okay, the black interior. Unfortunately, we're going to need a flashlight to see that. Yeah, typical molded details looking good. Just wish it was a different color interior. But I guess in their defense, maybe a lot of these Camaros came with black leather interiors. But for me, I'd still rather have it be tan or some sort of lighter color so you can see the actual molded details better. Okay, so in real life, the car seems to be pretty nice. In diecast form for an Autoworld, it's okay. You know, I just don't like the headlights as a main problem I have. I don't even mind the painted taillights so much, or the opening hood, because at least the hood is black. But the front end of this, I mean, this looks like, it looks like a JKM. JKMs are some lesser grade diecast, you know, out of China. It's all because of the headlights. They just look plain, very plain. And what's sad is they've done a better job. So let me pull this comparison out. This is the 2011 Hennessy Camaro from Autoworld, but this is from, let's see, what's it say? 2013 there. That's the date. So first, it also has a screwed together base, so you can modify the interior. You can repaint it or whatever, or swap out the wheels if you want. But look at this. This thing actually has 4 plastic headlights. The fog lights are plastic, and then these are plain looking, but there actually is a plastic lens right here. You can see the depth of the silver, how far back it is. You can see the orange right there, right? And I'm touching the surface now. And then also these taillights, 4 independent red translucent plastic taillights. So this back end looks fantastic, far better than paint, I think. Right? Because when you shift the light around, you can see a light moving around inside there. You don't really get that effect, obviously, with paint. So Autoworld back in 2013 was doing a better job than today by far. Look at this. I mean, granted, this headlight could have easily had a headlight bucket casted in, but you can see the light shifting around. Well, maybe you don't on that one. It's so flat. I don't know. This just looks far lower grade than this, I think. Anyways, this is a great one. I like that. And also look at the interior. This has got paint details. Two-tone interior. Alright, so also another comparison is Mini GT, one of my favorite brands. And the reason why is they're simply superior to Autoworld. They actually have mirrors, and not only just mirrors, but rubbery mirrors, so you can actually drop the model and that thing would actually probably survive. And then Mini GTs always have plastic headlights, and the way they molded this one is it looks like the pin of the plastic is the headlight bulb, right? So a little bit extra detail. The tail lights, again, very nice, you know, molded details. The light moves around nicely in there. And then Mini GTs always have a screwed together base, so you can go and modify the interior or repaint them. I left this one alone because the real car of this thing actually has a black interior. Well, if you watch my other Mini GT videos, I usually repaint the interiors. Although some of the newer Mini GTs are actually starting to come with painted interiors. So of these three, unfortunately, this is clearly inferior. And it's really sad to say that it's actually inferior to something that Autoworld used to do. They used to do a good job. Although this still doesn't have mirrors compared to Mini GT. Mini GT is still better than any Autoworld in my opinion. As far as looking like a real car, at least. If you like Hot Wheels, yeah, sure, I guess Autoworlds are nicer. Except for the headlights. Hot Wheels has better printed headlights. But as far as real cars go, I'm always going to go with the Mini GT. But whatever, everyone collects their own thing. I mean, I collect Choroqs, so those things have no inkling of realism at all, other than the name of the vehicle. Alright, so you heard my criticisms on this guy. Yeah, I feel like Autoworld is just going downhill. Well, they were never really uphill until I saw this. When I reviewed this guy, this is a breath of fresh air. This is really nice. This is almost everything I want to see. It's just missing side mirrors. And it even has a decent hood gap, although I'd rather not have any. But this guy, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's just bad compared to the other ones. So everything's relative. Well, it's not going to stop me from getting other Autoworlds. Just, I guess you'll see more Autoworld videos, but there might be more complaining if they continue down this track. I really hope they decide one day that they want to be a premium brand. They're not. They're fancy Hot Wheels. That's what this brand is to me. So when you get to Mini GT's a little better, but you get to NO64, NO64s are like 3 to 5 times as many details just in the parts count alone. So Autoworld, you can be better if you try. There's nothing stopping you. You have all the licenses of all the cars that people want. You just have to decide if you want to be better. Alright, sorry, I'm rambling on. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today. Bye.